And so it's the East with the tip. Now let's check out the starters for the East All-Stars. Jaylen Brown out there with Cunningham. And then there's Antetokounmpo. Then it's Jalen Brunson. And it's Maxey in at the 2. And Antetokounmpo with the jam.
Once Giannis gets that close to the rim, you know that he'll do everything he can to make the finish happen.
Tries it from the top of the key. Curry can't get it to go.
Operating from mid-range, that's a shot he likes. I mean, I'm sure he'd love to have that one back.
Brown wide open, he fires. The three-pointer, no good. Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Mitch Johnson. I asked him what his thoughts were on Cade Cunningham, and he said Cade is extremely talented. He's got great size. He plays under control. He's one of those guys that makes his teammates better. It's easy to see why he initiates so much of their offense. Guys, back to you.
All right, Allie, thank you. Here's Brunson. After the made shot from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Well, I like the fact that the energy that Brown plays with makes him a guy that does a good job getting to the line.
Jaylen Brown, 3 shots.
That one misses. The West All-Stars making a switch here. Edwards is checked in. And he nails the third.
A fearless athlete. Jaylen Brown competes every single night on both sides of the ball. Something you want as a teammate.
Edwards can't hit. And here's Brunson. On target from 13 feet.
Poor design there defensively. They know he's a knockdown shooter from that spot.
And you do not want to let him get going early because that can get you cooked.
Oh, here's Edwards. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup.
Edwards just doesn't allow defenders to bottle him up. Great focus and persistence.
And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. Outside, Maxey. Cunningham for 3. And Jokic with the rebound.
Hey, it was a good look, one he normally capitalizes on.
And it's SGA missing. Shoots. Cunningham's shot is off. Pulls it from 20. That's good from Doncic on the assist from Edwards.
Great off-ball action from Doncic.
Brunson outside. Giannis a screen on Edwards. Brunson the pass to Giannis. Pocket 6. Floats it up for Giannis. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Love the read there from Antetokounmpo. I mean, his basketball IQ is really impressive when it comes to alley-oop attempts.
And the West All-Stars with possession, trailing by 2. And finished off by Edwards.
Show us what you got, young fella. Anthony Edwards. Love to see you operate like that.
Edwards gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Antetokounmpo kicks to Brown. Edwards against Brunson. And it's Jokic with the rebound. Doncic left side. Fires for 3. Rebound by the East All-Stars.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Pass to Edwards. Driving the lane. And Edwards with the stuff.
Well, I tell you what, once Edwards accelerates, I mean, he looks like he's playing at a different speed than those around him.
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. No one near Maxey as he lets it fly. And another miss by the East. Here's SGA. Some solid defense from Maxey. SGA's gone 1 of 3 on the night. And then Cunningham with the dunk.
And he can make some jaw-dropping plays. Cunningham loves to get to the pin and finish with authority.
And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. He's ready to talk things through with them. for the West, James checked in for Jokic. Durant comes in for Luka Doncic. And it's Stephen Curry in for Edwards. And then for the East All-Stars, Karl Anthony Towns comes in for Jalen Brunson. And it's Mitchell in for Maxey. Now Brown after the missed three from KD. Pass to Mitchell. Now here's Towns. Over Wembanyama. And it's Towns missing. LeBron dishes to Curry. Takes a three. Drills the three-pointer.
Curry is just lethal from outside.
The East trail by 3. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Cunningham against Curry. Cunningham inside. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Cunningham's got his second bucket of the night.
And the strength of Cunningham. Fantastic job there scoring on the defense.
And out of bounds, the East All-Stars will have it. Johnson, he's checked in for the East. Jalen Brunson comes in for Jaylen Brown.
Jalen Brunson.
Brunson surveying the D. The kick out to Cunningham. Wembanyama with it. Now guarded by Towns. And the dunk by James.
Superb timing by LeBron on that alley-oop.
Victor Wembanyama.
And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for the East. It's a three-point game. And the rejection by Wembanyama. And here's Mitchell from the arc. And Curry pulls it down. 30 seconds left here in the first quarter. Buries it from three-point range.
This is why you gotta be right up on Curry, because he's a dangerous threat off the dribble.
Cunningham passes to Johnson. Over James, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. The East All-Stars have gone 2 for 3 at the foul line in this game. The East making a switch. He hits the second from the line. And the West All-Stars with possession. They're on a 16-7 run. Edwards' shot is good.
Composed and cool effort from Edwards inside. Not rushing himself or forcing a bad shot. Taking what's available.
Banked in off the glass.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need him.
You take a risk with those long passes. They're lucky the D couldn't collect it.
Anthony Edwards has been leading the charge for the West. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And from what we've seen from the West All-Stars, what's your take so far?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
Yeah, I like the way they play. They're looking to get up and down the court every time. Racehorse basketball here tonight. Strap it up. Don't look down. You'll miss something.
On the court right now for the East All-Stars, they've got Jalen Johnson. Karl Anthony Towns is out there with Pascal Siakam. And it's Mitchell, and it's Brunson in at the one. Basket good.
Luka is a massive guard. He can do damage inside just as easily as outside.
And here are the East All-Stars now, trailing by 5. Brunson the pass to Johnson. Here's Towns. Scoreless thus far. Shot clock at 6. The shot's good from Brunson.
And Brunson more than comfortable shooting the three. And boy, is he efficient when he lets it fly.
Edwards kicks to Doncic. Launches it. The three ball from Doncic.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
And so the timeout here by J.B. Bickerstaff. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. The West making some changes. Victor Wembanyama's checked in for Holmgren. And it's Stephen Curry in for Doncic. Maxey's checked in for the East. And now Allie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
Thank you.
Here's the lob, and LeBron flies through the air.
We know Curry has tremendous vision, and he uses it to tee up his teammates for easy shots.
The East trail by 7. Maxey deciding where to go with it. Driving to the basket. After 2 misses to start the game, he's on the board with that shot made.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Steph, perfection from the arc.
And how about when Curry gets fancy with it? His confidence is what allows him to pull off these moves.
Brunson outside. Johnson up top. From deep, Maxey. It's rebounded by the West. Outside, Edwards. It's Curry outside. They get it back. Edwards passes to Curry. That's in, coming off the assist from Edwards. Curry's got 12.
On the offensive end, Curry both prolific and efficient.
Mitchell wide open. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Here's Edwards. Edwards with a physical finish inside.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on it.
And so it's Maxey with it. He brings it up for the East All-Stars. It's a 13-point game. Cranes the three-pointer. Maxey's got his second basket.
Welcome to Maxey's world, one of the more efficient three-point shooters in this game.
SGA's checked in for the West. And then for the East, Giannis Antetokounmpo comes in for Johnson. And it's Cunningham in for Jalen Brunson. Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Curry. It's up a three. It's hauled in by Karl-Anthony Towns. The East trail by 10. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
I'd keep going to Towns inside. I mean, it's not complicated. You got awesome touch, plus he's 6'11" and almost 300 lb.
Curry way outside. The West again cannot hit. And here are the East All-Stars now. Cunningham against Gilgeous-Alexander. Offline with his three. The West leading by 8. Wembanyama looking it over. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Wembanyama has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. 1:57 left to play here in the second quarter. Outside, Towns. And the rejection by Wembanyama. And LeBron throws it down.
You know, once he takes that first step, LeBron is virtually unstoppable. Raw athleticism gives him the upper hand.
Outside, Maxey. Back to Cunningham. And here's Antetokounmpo outside. LeBron grabs the miss. Now the West with the ball. This is the most they've led by, 13 points. A three-pointer is right on target.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
Towns, no luck.
And even without that three-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Maxey against Curry. Edwards kicks to Curry. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, and he gets the bucket. SGA's got his second basket of the night.
And good work inside. SGA will make more room for himself on the perimeter when he can be effective down low.
And so the timeout here by J.B. Bickerstaff. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. So for the West, Jokic has checked in for Victor Wembanyama. Chet Holmgren comes in for James. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Edwards. And then for the East, Jaylen Brown's checked in for Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Mitchell. To the inside, it's stolen by Cunningham. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And that one's good. Brunson.
Pushing the action. Brunson always a threat in transition.
This one for 3, and that's good. Stephen Curry for 3. Curry's got 12 points now in the quarter.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And you know what? It's all about the long distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking.
Well, I tell you what, he loaded up as much power as he could behind that two-hander.
And that does it for the first half of play. West All-Stars lead by 15. Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow, right here on 2K Sports. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. Really an incredible game from Stephen Curry.
Yeah, he's just been raining down on them from deep here. Talk about dialed in.
Well, you know, the stroke looks fantastic. Even when he's had a hand in his face, it hasn't affected him at all.
SGA is out there with Curry. Then it's Victor Wembanyama. Then there's Luka Doncic. And it's Jokic in at the 5. So there's Giannis taking flight.
And hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop.
Yeah, you wouldn't know they're the team trailing when they're able to pull off plays like that.
And here's Maxey outside. The shot misses.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Right side Curry. Off target from three-point range.
Well, he won't miss many of those, not when he gets a good look like that.
Here's Brunson. The East All-Stars tack on 2 more.
And he has become deadly from that in-between area. Brunson as efficient on the midi as anybody.
Here's Curry. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. Curry's got 20 points.
Boy, he gives this team exactly whatever scoring it needs, and that's one of the things you really like about it.
Maxey kicks to Brown. The East All-Stars tack on 2 more.
That's a smart pass. Get it to Brown and just let Jalen cook.
Here's SGA. Doncic outside. Shoots the 3. And that comes off the assist by SGA. Doncic has got 10 points.
That's a guy you need to defend, especially from range.
And so the timeout here by J.B. Bickerstaff. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. The East trail by 14. Here's Giannis. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
No doubt about it. He has done a ton to help his team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this one.
It's Curry outside, and the West hit again from deep.
And that's his MO. Sometimes he can score more points by himself than the rest of the team.
Brunson with a clean look. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own. It's no good. Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce since she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Thanks. Technology is key for NBA growth. Commissioner Silver said we can now see where we lose viewers, for example, stoppages for replays. One way around that is creating technology that can instantaneously make objective calls like out of bounds, and in doing so, create a better pace to the game. Back to you.
All right, Allie, thank you for the report. The West All-Stars making a switch here. Booker's checked in. Brown outside. Cash Money, Brown with the tray.
When JB is on from here, it really boosts his team.
SGA up top. Brunson covering. SGA's shot is good.
How about that move? You'll see very few players able to pull off just sensational stuff.
Brunson the pass to Antetokounmpo. Inside. And Giannis brings it down hard.
How about the flash by Antetokounmpo? I mean, just an insanely talented athlete who loves to punish that rim.
Now, here's Doncic. He's got 10. Lets it go with the three. Rebounded by Cade Cunningham. And it's Cunningham with the ball for the East All-Stars. Down by 15. Oh, Brunson good from range.
And man, can Brunson get going in a hurry? He's got his fingerprints all over this one.
SGA against Brunson. That one drops for him. SGA's got 7 now in this quarter.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
Brunson kicks to Cunningham. SGA against Maxey. Shot clock at 5. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That one on Gilgeous-Alexander.
You know, one of the things you really appreciate about Maxey is how freely he plays. He just throws himself in there, fearless about looking for ways to get involved in the play and then make an impact.
LeBron's checked in for the West. Curry comes in for Booker. And a switch here also for the East. Towns is checked in, 18 feet out. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. Curry's got 25 points in the game. Brown outside. Antetokounmpo looking it over. Really left alone that time. Brunson's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for the East All-Stars. Here's Curry with the 3. Steph Curry with the answer.
This is how competitive Curry is. You got a great competitive spirit. You drain a 3 on him, guess what? He's looking to come right back at you.
Brown outside. Back to Brunson. Lets it go from deep. And another 3 from the East.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
The East trail by 11. From deep, Antetokounmpo. And Jokic with the rebound. Jokic just got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And you really have to appreciate the steady effort of Gilgeous-Alexander. The game looks like it comes easy to him, but he is one of the hardest workers on the floor.
Extremely reliable. When he steps up to the line, you just kind of expect him to knock him down.
Fires from deep. Maxey, no good. Doncic outside. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so it's the West All-Stars. 13 points up at the end of the period. They've had such great ball movement and shot selection, and it's led to a terrific field. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. On the court right now for the East All-Stars. Towns is out there with Jalen Johnson. Then it's Mitchell. Then there's Tyrese Maxey. And it's Cunningham in at the 2-guard. Outside for Wembanyama. Some nice passing here by the West. Here's Edwards. And finished off by Edwards.
Rising up for the throwdown. Major hops from Edwards.
The East trail by 13. Pass to Towns. Here's Maxey. And here's Towns. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Cunningham passes to Towns. And it's off from three-point range. The West leading by 13. Here's Edwards. And there's the drive.
Fearless drive by Edwards, taking the ball right into the defense and finishing strong.
Curry's checked in for SGA. Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
JB Bickerstaff had some words for his team over the break, and he was adamant that they need to tighten up their D. That lack of communication at that end has led to breakdowns, wide open shooters, and easy buckets. He sounded pretty frustrated, guys.
All right, Allie, thank you for that. Towns kicks to Johnson. And another miss by the East. And so Edwards will bring it up for the West. They led by as many as 18 points.
Yeah, and you know, when Edwards is aggressive, I think it forces defenders to try to get physical back, and when he's close to the rim, he usually is able to draw the foul as a result.
Wow. What, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. To the middle. Here's Johnson. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That's on LeBron James.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
Brown is checked in for the East. On its way from Curry for 2. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Curry's got 30 points.
And the shooting mechanics of Curry, they are as pure as anybody who's ever played. He's such a dangerous shooter and scorer.
Cunningham on the wing. The shot's good. Brown making the play.
One of the reasons they're behind is because we haven't seen enough of that. He needs to become a bigger part of the offense.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the West All-Stars.
They've been in the zone from mid-range all game long, and they've made the most of any chance they've found in that space.
You know, they've been knocking down triples, too. They've continued to make the most of their opportunities from behind the arc as well.
Here's what the East is going with right now. Antetokounmpo comes in for Johnson. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Cunningham. And here's Brunson outside. It's good, and that takes him to 77% shooting this game, 10 for 13. The West leading by 12. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. And he comes up with the deuce. Curry's got 4 points this quarter.
Well, he's been doing it all night. Why not go back to it?
And no let up in him either, guys. I mean, he wants to continue to expand that lead, and as long as he's the one taking the shots, that lead's going to expand.
And timeout called by Mitch Johnson. And clearly an important juncture. He's going to have some choice words with his team. So for the West, Jokic, he's checked in for James. Luka Doncic comes in for Kevin Durant. And Gilgeous-Alexander is subbed in for Edwards. And these All-Stars also making a switch. Cunningham, he's checked in for Towns.
This is why I love his game. You really have to admire his tenacity.
Now Brown. Brown gets it done inside.
Working to get the high percentage bucket. Nicely done that time by Brown.
Curry, 18 feet out. Count it.
A nice job taking what the defenders gave him. But these guys need a gut check right now.
Well, that's exactly the kind of defense that's gotten them into the hole.
Personal foul. Third team foul.
Giannis inside. Jokic defending. And they pick up the 2.
Good luck against Giannis in the paint. Get out of the way is probably your best option.
puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
And this is why coaches talk about playing with pace. The scoreboard tells it all.
That really has been the difference. I mean, they've been the better team in transition.
That's tipped. Jokic with the steal. Here's Curry. With the shot. Takes advantage. That J is good.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial. Defensively, you've got to apply more pressure to a shooter of his caliber.
Here is Wembanyama. Curry on the wing. Brunson covering. Maxey rips down the rebound. The East trail by 14. Jacks up a three. Wembanyama reels it in. Outside Curry. From outside, that one misses. And so it's Cunningham with it. He brings all the power on that throwdown.
Oh, defending Cunningham, boy, a challenge. You have to pay extra attention. That's when you leave someone open.
SGA against Maxey. And that's in there.
They maintain focus all night and along the way put on quite a show.
And, you know, everybody in the building knows this is a wrap, a done deal. Put this one in the W column.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Now Brown. Left side, Antetokounmpo. Doncic there for the rebound.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
So no problem for the West All-Stars as they get the win. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a